Welcome to the latest edition of Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts, where almost no subject is off limits. Now, here are your hosts, Boomer Diane Faith and Millennial at Heart, Stanley Roberts.
No, we did it again.
I was like, I know I'm not going to be caught, just be like, oh, are we live? But then the mic was off, so.
No, I had it off for a reason. We have a guest sitting in the background waiting, and but we wanted to say hello and welcome to another edition of Millennial Boom. And if you haven't been here, it's been one. If you haven't been with us, it's great. We have an audience in the background. They're all like duct taped to chairs. They can't comment. They can only write stuff in chat. But it's been a crazy week. It's been a heck of a crazy week. And we're going to have a guest here at 7 o'clock. We already got him in the background. It's a representative from
Representative 4.
From
Hilda
and Jesse. They blocked me. They blocked me because I asked them what was going on with the whole thing with San Francisco PD.
So can we assume that everybody is up to speed on what the story
No,
is?
we cannot assume that
Okay, so break it down.
Because apparently I own the restaurant and I didn't even know that.
Okay, break it down then.
So I got a message the other day that that there was an issue with the San Francisco Police Department and a restaurant. And every restaurant has the right to serve what they want to. That's a given. But this was a little bit weirder because I guess the officers came in to eat, and they were told that they felt that people felt uncomfortable, and that they wanted them to leave, and something on that matter. And so it was sent to me as a DM, and the person really didn't want to be identified. And I have to assume that everything I get is not real until I can verify it. But with me, my verification process is a little bit different. Instead of me giving you the information and you confirming it, I throw out a blanket statement. Hey, is it something happened in San Francisco with some officers in a restaurant? And I wait, and if nothing happened, then I move on. Well, about, half an hour later, my phone starts popping up. Beep, 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 beep. And they reached out to me originally on I didn't know the person. And so normally it goes into a little folder where I have to approve it before I read it. And I read it and I started reading all the different things. And so then I realized that the boop that I got was from my text message saying, this is what happened and this is when it happened. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is interesting at the best that this actually took place. I mean, that it was a little strange. And then what really caught my attention was that people were already writing from the restaurant that they read it and they couldn't believe, but they saw what happened. They couldn't believe what happened. So then it starts to add a little bit of validity. Now, remember, though, there are a lot of anonymous people that like to post stuff that is not true. So, and a good example of today when they wrote that about me and that I'm,
you were the owner, that you're the actual, that you're
I'm the actual owner of the restaurant and I'm the scum of the earth and I kicked out the police. And I'm like, okay. So I put that on my Facebook and Twitter because I couldn't believe it. But I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. You know me. I'm not shocked. Nothing shocks me. Anyway, so long story short, that's what went down. And the scary part, the interesting part is that so a person reached out to me and said, hey, I saw your tweet. Can you tell me what's going on? And so I said, oh, sure, this is what's going on. Well, are you sure it's true? And I said, well, I think it's true. They just sent a response saying that this is what they did. And then lo and behold, I look on Twitter and there's breaking news about what I just sent that person. And I was like, wait, what? I'm like, how does that work? So that's where it all came down to. And then I reached out again to the restaurant to say, hey, what's going on my Instagram? Because they don't have a Twitter account. They don't have Instagram. Immediately I got blocked, just straight up blocked. It wasn't even hey, we didn't even get into a dialogue. It was just, hey, you blocked.
Just blocked you.
I asked you a question. We blocked you, forget you. I mean, I know I'm Stanley Roberts. I get blocked a lot for no reason. I get blocked because I woke up on a sunny day sometimes. I had a guy one day, remember the person that followed me and then blocked me instantly? That one was pretty interesting. Anyway, before we get too deep into this, so today my phone rings and it's a representative from
Hilda and Jesse.
And they want
a representative 4.
Is it for or from?
4.
Well, I mean, you can say it either way.
They're representing the
company.
Representing the restaurant, yeah.
So this guy is a fixer, I would call him. His job is to come in and try to fix things. But you can't fix something that's... Anyway, so I'm going to have a candid conversation with him. I told him we'll bring him up at 7 o'clock. So get all your friends together at 7. By 7 o'clock, we're going to have him on here, and we're going to have a conversation about what took place, what's going on, and where we are now. but I was going to take a nap. I was going to take a very long nap, but no, I'm not.
You just wanted to get that in there.
We've been having this thing all day long with that song. I took a nap. I took a very long nap, and we have fun doing it.
Some people might not know that that's from like TikTok, I think. So
yeah, and like Jason said, I originally thought they had blocked their account.
He says you said they initially closed their account
because I've never. Okay, now here's why.
Yeah, because I think the reason is he wasn't expecting them to block him since he just asked the question and thought maybe he would actually get a response.
No,
back.
I have a better answer for that though.
Oh, okay.
I've never been blocked on Instagram. So I mean, Twitter, if you get blocked, it says person blocked you. It tells you got blocked. That's what it does. So it's crazy because
I'm gonna need to mute that.
What is that going on?
iPad.
Oh my goodness! Give it to me, please. My iPad is dinging, and
I thought you put everything.
Well, I forgot about the iPad. I just charged. It's been sitting in dormant forever. Sorry about that, people. We try to make sure we don't get any interruptions. So, and save all your comments until after we. I know there's a lot of comments. People want to express their comments. I can't read them because I'm on my soapbox right now.
At 6 p.m. It's him texting. Make sure he knows that we're an hour ahead. So
oh, that's right, huh?
You're saying 7 o'clock, like 7 for him.
Oh.
But in actuality, it's 6 p.m. for him.
Oops.
So we're right. It's in about 5 minutes.
It's 5 more minutes. So sorry about that. Let me text him, right? I forgot that the time difference.
Yeah, we're an hour ahead.
So Arizona is an hour ahead from Pacific time. Okay, I'm back.
Sorry about that. So that's the problem with me right now. I'm still not. We never switch times here.
Yeah, Arizona never changes time zones.
So we never change time zones, so we don't know.
Gordon Wong said, "Get all my friends, both of them." Yes, Gordon,
both of your friends. So Chris said that we're having issues with TikTok chat, and yeah, he's there. He's coming back. So he's no. Anyway, we're going to. It's 6:56. He's popping in. I haven't seen him pop in yet, but he's there. And
Jason Yu says, "Did you see their recent post?"
I haven't. We've been on the road.
It might have been the statement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did see the statement. I posted that. So anyway, I'm just texting him because he reached in and said, "Hey, can you pop in?" Because we don't normally have a live guest, but this one I think we need to have a live guest. Restart tonight. My phone. Look at that. My actual thing wants to. I'm having all kind of issues.
No, that's not what you clicked. Yes, you meant to click no.
That's okay. So everybody wants to. Everything's trying. My phone's trying to update. My computer's trying to update. David, we need you to come on, and if you can hear me, we're ready for you. We're going to talk to you. We don't see you yet, but once we see you, we will pull you on. And so, and then we will discuss. We will begin this discussion about what took place, and then we will ask some questions. You guys just stay put and listen. We'll try to ask the hard questions, but I know that David is pretty hardcore about being truthful. So, and they've already put their foot in. They already stepped in. They already stepped in stuff. So, it is what it is. So, yeah, we saw a bunch of posts. We saw that they made an apology. We saw all that. I also know that I haven't been. I'm still blocked as far as I know.
I can check.
Yeah, you can check for me, and I'm waiting for. So sorry about that. I'm trying to get him. I don't see him. I see he's up, but he's not showing his face. And we're going to get him on here. So, there. Hello, David Bromley. Different David.
Here.
So we'll add him to the stream, and we'll wait for him. David, are you there?
Yeah,
I am here.
Post
Hello.
That came out 4 hours ago. We saw that. That's the recent statement that they released. So they posted that on Instagram.
Yes,
okay. He's not there, but people popped up. So when he does pop in, we can start talking to him. Sorry about that, guys. This is live streaming, and things sometimes get a little different. So we have him up, so when he pops up, we can be like, "David, welcome." You can hear David. We can't see David. So I cannot hear him. But David, we can't see you. Sometimes you can hear different. We can't. So we have him up, so when he pops up. All right, Dave. So
I can see y'all.
You have to unmute so that you can hear.
Oh, he's not. It's unmute.
Oh, no. He said he can see
Okay,
us.
well, all right.
Oh, but now he's gone.
But now you're gone. He's going to come back in. There he goes. So we had him up earlier, so we know it works. And you got to put yours on. So, David, what happened?
I hear something.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Hold on.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Hold on, David. We cannot hear you in the booth. Hold on, David. We cannot hear you in the booth. Hold on, David. We cannot hear you in the booth. Why is it echoing like that? That's crazy. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on here. He was working fine. David, not here, man. All right. So we'll keep waiting until David pops in. I'm sure he will. And we can't see him. We want to see him. This was supposed to be the moment that the whole world changes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to take him out until we get him back. So we had a long conversation. He told us that, they're trying to get things fixed, but it's going to be a lot of stuff to fix. Definitely going to be a lot of stuff to fix. And we are, as soon as he pops in and we can see him, we'll pop him in and hopefully we can hear him. Everybody else can hear him, but we can't. And I had my audio turned all the way up. Passes the popcorn. Yeah, that's what it
well,
is.
there's a number of people named David in here.
He has a lot of Davids today.
So.
Oh, see, he's got a low signal.
Oh, okay. This has been the highlight of the weekend. Jason, are you referring to the restaurant incident? Has that been the highlight?
That's the highlight. So keep talking because I don't know what green light is. Green light screen? No, we don't want that.
Green screen.
All right. So
signal's better.
Yeah, signal's better, but we still don't see him. So
and your audio's all the way up?
I got it turned up as high as I can. I can't turn it up any louder than that.
Okay.
Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, she's 100%.
And then on here too?
It's 100%. 100% on both of them.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, he's on a phone in the middle of nowhere. It's coming up in the news on KPX and a few. We can hear ourselves. We just can't hear David.
I can't hear.
And it worked when we tested earlier.
Because I have it muted, so I can't hear anything. Unless you want me to unmute it.
Unmute it. See what happens.
Oh, it's because I have a Twitch open. That's why there's an echo.
Okay, well, can't fix what I can't fix. Anyway, so we're using Restream, and sometimes there's little bugs. David, we tried. We definitely tried. We want you to come in, but we saw you, but now we don't see you. And we want to make sure we keep you. So once you pop in, we will pop back in. Let's move on for a minute. And then when he gets in, we can bring him on. By the way, found something new.
Stanley wants this so badly to be our new sponsor. Or not even new sponsor, just a sponsor.
Well, because I don't drink sodas.
Okay.
Except, you're not with me.
Except sparkling water.
No.
Oh, well, except that now. Sevilla.
Are you okay? We lost you today, didn't we?
No, we didn't lose me.
Why do I like this?
Because there's no sugar.
Okay, but it's not like the other place.
It's sweetened with stevia.
All right. So it's sweet.
And it's called Sevilla.
Yeah, it's called Sevilla. So if you're just joining us, we're still we're trying to talk to David Perry. For some reason, we don't see him. We had him dialed in. I wish we can find a way to get around that, but it's technical. And, we're in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and he's in...
You wish we were in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
We're in an underground bunker in Cheyenne, Wyoming. And let me just text him real quick and see if maybe he can... We don't see you.
We don't know why he was blocked.
I'm going to call
Jason,
him.
We don't know why he was blocked. Why they blocked him.
Let me see if we can get
there's
him.
no explanation.
Hey, Dave, for some reason we can't see you.
I know. I can see y'all, and I'm listening in. I've watched the whole thing.
Yeah, but for some reason all we have. You sure you don't have your camera pointed out to the ground by accident?
I sure do. It's just I can see you, and I can even see myself.
Okay,
so let's do it on the phone.
So here's what we'll do. We'll do it with you on the phone. Is that fair enough?
That's fine. I'm not that good looking anyway.
No, that's fine. So, David, I appreciate you coming on, and we thought we'd have you visually. So, what happened?
Well, I mean, here's the deal. People make mistakes, and the staff of the restaurant made a mistake, and they've apologized. And I'm hoping we can get past this. I had worked, as you know, Stanley. I knew you when you were at Prawn many years ago when I still had most of my hair.
And I was 5 years old.
Yeah, a while ago. I've worked closely with the San Francisco Police Department for 30 years, and I've worked on behalf of the San Francisco restaurants and entertainment facilities. And you and I both know the last few weeks have been stressful around San Francisco. And I think what happened is some people made some unfortunate decisions, and it got accelerated, which is totally understandable in the environment in which we live. And the restaurant and the management did the right thing. When you realize you have stepped in it, you first of all wipe off your shoes and you apologize for it, and you move on. And that's what we're trying to do.
So can they? Is this you're to me you're the fixer? Is this fixable? Is it a fixable moment, or did they step in it and it's going to be on there forever and they can't scrape it off?
Oh, I mean, everything's fixable. As my grandma used to say, who raised me, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, would all have a Merry Christmas. Of course, this is fixable. The good thing about this is that this is, to use that old cliche, a teachable moment. When people realize that our wonderful women and men in the police department work hard, they've had a challenging time. Last summer was challenging for them, and also for all the people that rightfully protested against police issues. This is not an issue of right or wrong or left or right. This is an issue of humans being in a time that's really stressful, and sometimes people not doing the most graceful thing. And that's what this was. And that's why they have apologized. And of course it's fixable. I mean, I'm a great believer in compassion and redemption. So I think it's completely fixable. Do we wish it hadn't happened? Well, yeah, sure. But I've been in touch today with the San Francisco Police Department and members of the police union, and I know that they, as always, if something happens and they are called upon, they will be there, and this restaurant is grateful for that.
So people want to know who you are, Dave. Can you tell us who you are exactly?
Sure. I mean, I've been in San Francisco for 38 years. I'm a public relations and communications guy, and my job is to work with people in the media. My job is to get them the information so you guys can do the stories that inform the public. That's my job. And I've been doing it for, as you know, Stanley, a very long time.
Oh, I know who you are, David. But I have people who are listening who don't know who you are. And so we want to make sure that we make some clarifications so everybody knows that you're representing Hilda and Jesse's restaurant, correct?
That is correct.
And they realized they kind of messed up. But so there's a lot of, so they doubled down at first and they made this statement that it was a fear and all this. I mean, is that just because they didn't know they didn't have you there to guide them the right way and they kind of dropped the ball there? Or was it just,
I think you're giving me too much credit. I think when something happens and you make a mistake, you often say things that in the 2020 hindsight aren't the smartest things to say. So that's all I'm going to say about that. These are good people. This is a small business, and there is no industry in San Francisco, or actually in the country, that has been more deeply impacted by the economic fallout of COVID than the restaurant industry. So, this is a small restaurant that's trying to serve great food, and there was a misunderstanding, and we're working really hard to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Well, that's good. Now, I'm blocked. Will I ever get unblocked? Do you know? I mean, I know you don't control that, but I mean, I asked a question, I got blocked. It was a blanket block. It wasn't even, hey, there's no dialogue. Am I dead in the water?
No, Not as long as you're on my press list, Stanley. So I'm working on that. I have always been taught that there are two forces in the world: fear and love. And usually, when people get fearful, they do things that aren't the most graceful. And I certainly would never block you. I mean, my job is not always to tell happy stuff. My job is to tell the truth. And for the last year and a half, a lot of what I've been talking about to the media has not been happy stuff. It's been about how awful the economy has impacted our small businesses and our tourism industry in San Francisco. But I've always told the truth, and I'm telling you the truth now.
Well, some people will say that that we know the old saying, they hired you to try to smooth out things. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think if I need my tire fixed, I'm not going to do it because I can barely boil eggs. So if I have a flat tire, I'm going to go to the mechanic. If someone needs to communicate with the media, they're going to go to someone who has contacts. I mean, so I know you. I heard you comment on this, so I called you. I hope you will confirm that. I called you right away.
Well, you called me. Yes, my phone rang and it was from you, and I said, David, it's good to hear from you. And then I said, hey, let's have you on today and talk about it for a few minutes. I do appreciate you taking the time to come on. Now, I may need to hire you because apparently I own a restaurant now, and I'm the one that caused the whole problem, according to one article that was just published.
Yeah, I will work on that. Well, I know you find this shocking, but some people who post things on the internet post things that aren't true. I know you find that hard to believe, but it is true. What I will say about that is, I'm not being facetious now. I mean, I'm being kind of truthful. The restaurant owners have received just horrible, nasty things said about them. And, when someone makes a mistake, I mean, I was raised Catholic. I'm a great believer in going to the priest and saying, I really messed up. Tell me how many Hail Marys it is. And if you're really sorry, that does it. And it's not about just saying, okay, well, I'm good. It's about making amends. And I know for a fact that this restaurant says, you know what? We made a mistake and we want to have a dialogue with the police and make sure we understand each other. Because at the end of the day, on both sides of the aisle, on both sides of the police force, we all need to understand each other so we can keep each other safe. There are people out there that are doing worse things than make a stupid mistake. And we need to work together. And this is a sincere effort, I can assure you, on the behalf of our clients to make good and make sure this doesn't happen again.
Hi, David. Diane here. I just have a quick question. I want to know if you know this. Do you know the restaurant's original policy? Was their policy not to have cops originally there in the first place? Was that ever communicated? Or was this
there is no policy on any restaurant that I know of in San Francisco. And again, you're going to have to check this with other people, but I have never heard of any restaurant that doesn't have a policy not to serve our fine women and men in the police force. I can assure you that if there was a restaurant that would not serve our firefighters or our first responders or our police or anyone who worked hard on behalf of our community, that's not a restaurant that I do business with. So I can't imagine that is true. I think that is the definition of fake news.
Do we know if it was a customer's concern?
I do not know that. I honestly don't know that. So I'm not trying to spin. I do not know that.
Okay. So my final question is: so are cops allowed in there to eat now in uniform?
You bet.
All right. So at some point, I guess it'll be back to normal at some point.
Yeah, well, I mean, normal is a strange word in 2021.
I know.
2020, but I'm hoping so. I honestly, and I'm not BSing you here, I think, in Thanksgiving, my husband and I were so excited. We had friends over at Thanksgiving, and the next thing I know, I'm learning a new Greek alphabet letter, Omicron, and we're wondering if we're going to be able to visit Alfredo's family in a few months because we can't fly. People are on edge, and I'm not saying this to make excuses. I'm saying that I think right now we are all a bit traumatized by the world in which we live, and certainly in San Francisco. And I think this is not an excuse. I'm just saying that I think if all of us would take a deep breath and say, you know what, we have made a mistake that was not a tragic mistake, but it was a mistake and people's feelings were hurt. And it was obviously covered in the news, and that is understandable. What I don't want to see is people on either side of the aisle, left or right, use this as a political agenda.
Right.
This is a small business that's trying to feed people good food, and there was a misunderstanding, and they're trying to clear it up to the best of their ability.
All right.
That's why they call me.
I appreciate it, Dave. You know what? I don't do politics, so I don't do left or right. I'm a journalist. I stay right in the middle. But I do appreciate you taking time and reaching out to me, and I want to bring you on. I appreciate that. And, you may win some people over, and some people will still have, their ideas. I'm always open to find out what's going to happen next. I don't have an opinion. I just want to see what happens next. But thank you for taking time to talk to me. You didn't have to do this.
Stanley, you're most welcome, and I appreciate you giving me the time. And I promise you, I will keep you all updated on this.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye. So what do you think?
Well, I mean, that was a different side. I had read the apology, but it's nice to kind of get a little deeper look. But I honestly, I know you were the one that broke the story initially on social media. So I know that there's still a lot to be worked on here, a lot to figure out, a lot of sides to hear from. And this is one of those things where, if San Francisco police and then the restaurant owners do get together, hopefully what will happen is they will both show that to the community. So the community, because I think what we see here is that people are outraged. People saw that this happened cops weren't allowed and they were kicked out, and they see that their job is simply to protect us, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, in the sense, people are outraged. So I think that if it would be nice to just finally see like San Francisco police and the owners coming together, which they say they're open to, and then the community being able to see that. So there's a little bit of closure there.
Okay, so we'll take a couple of questions because we weren't able to read them all while we were doing this because I'm trying to hear what he's saying and, I can't multitask. So we'll start questions. If you have a question, a valid question, and, we're not going to, how we work here. So we'll start with Gabriel. And Gabriel asked the question, did the restaurant hire David Perry to do this work? David Perry owns a PR firm, and yes, they hired him because they realized that they were spinning themselves into kind of a hole. And when you spin yourself into a hole, as I said before, I call him a fixer. His job is to try to figure out and patch up what went wrong. And it's important that, we understand that that's his job is to go in there and help them. And he's supposed to help them. I mean, David cannot come on there and badmouth the company they hired to help him. His job is to help them.
Yeah.
And I understand that. And I know that everybody needs help. I mean, if I could afford a PR person, as much hate mail as I get, I mean, if I could afford David, I would have him cover my PR every day. Because, every day is something new. Like this, like today, remember, I woke up and they were telling me that I was the worst scum of the earth because I was the one who run the restaurant and kicked all the cops out. And I'm like, wait, what? How did that become?
Well, that's the problem with also getting your news on social media. Anybody can put anything on social media and call it news, and it's not true.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. So let's look at some of the questions. And
Jason's question is interesting. Why would you eat with a weapon?
Well, I mean,
their weapons are on them because they're on the job. They're just taking a break, right?
Yeah, when I go out with cops and do ride-alongs, we can't go, wait, let me run home, put my gear home, and then go eat. You're going to go eat.
Let me leave my gun in the car. If you're on the job, you're on the job. If you look at all of the recent things that have happened in San Francisco, right? The smash and grab robberies, some takeover robberies, car break-ins. If you had an officer that wasn't able to do their job while they were on the break and something happened in that restaurant, wouldn't you want the officer to be equipped so, like, in case something happened, they could protect you?
Well, God forbid something. But
right, but what I'm saying the point is I think that is why a weapon would be there with the officer because, number one, they're doing their job, but they're on their break, but they still have their equipment because if they get a call and they got to leave right away, they need their equipment with them.
And they can't, like, run to the car and put the gear on,
Right, and also to protect us.
Right, and the next question was, have I eaten there? I actually never heard of the restaurant, so, I mean, until I get the DM. I'm like, who, what, where? I mean, it's not like someplace I've heard of. It's not like I heard of like, House of Prime Rib or Thang Long or Philly's, Fat Philly. Those I heard of. I never heard of this place before. It was new to me.
I've never heard of the place either, to be honest. But I also haven't lived in San Francisco for like 10 years.
So hold on, let me go down here because we had a lot of... and the restaurant just opened November 1st, by the way.
Oh, so the restaurant is just
brand new,
a month old, yeah.
It just opened up. It's brand new, and I don't know. Maybe wherever they came from, maybe their ideology is a little different than what I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was not there. I'm not going to even try to speculate what happened. All I know is that it created a huge cluster, and I kind of feel so. They're a small restaurant, and I'm going to say this for the record before we go back to the questions. I am not a fan of cancel culture. You know that for a fact. I've never been a fan of cancel culture because I have a problem with people, doing, getting in trouble for stuff. I mean, if in the way things are right now, all of us are guilty of something. What's that old saying? The first person without sin throw the first stone, or something like that.
Yeah.
So
basically, it's like we all make mistakes, right? Who wouldn't want a second chance, right? Like if I made a mistake and I broke something of yours, what if you never forgave me again?
Yeah.
Right?
So did
you hear what I said?
Yeah. Well,
no, you didn't hear what I said.
No, say it again.
I said if I broke something of yours, right, and you were mad at me and you didn't forgive me again and you didn't give me a second chance, how would that make me feel? Horrible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying who's wrong or right. I'm just trying to empathize to say that, yeah, the restaurant made a mistake. Can they be forgiven through communication with San Francisco PD? Yeah,
So,
hopefully.
I need to bring this up too, real quick, before we go any further.
Okay.
So we do this every Sunday, and we normally do it on Twitch. But because this was a bigger event, I opened up Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay. So if you're on Facebook, we have a new feature now where you can actually subscribe to the channel, and you'll get cool stuff. If you're on YouTube, you can do the super chat, and you can subscribe, and you can do things like that. And we work off of help from the community. So if you want to help the community, please, we ask you to reach out and look at our link tree. And the link for Linktree is Linktree Mr. Badley TV, and you can see what we're trying to do. We appreciate it. Also, it's important to know that we're always here for you, and we always take questions. And Teresa says she'll be my PR. Well, right now I might need PR because when the word gets out that I own that restaurant, oh man, it's been crazy. Yeah, and so I put that on Facebook.
I still can't believe someone wrote that you own that restaurant. That just goes to show, don't get your news from social media unless it's from a trusted, reliable source, because
you can't believe everything you read.
Right.
But so now let's.
That's why I said you're a trusted, reliable source.
So let's listen to any more weight. The cops in uniform should take off their guns. Oh my God, Stanley, thank you for your work. What went wrong was poor judgment. Fireman, let me leave my radio in the truck so I can take my break early. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you can't. It's like me. I take my camera everywhere I go because I can't be like, oh wait, let me run to my house and get my camera so I can record this car crash. It's over with.
Right.
So you have to use common sense, which is I hate this word too. Every common sense is so uncommon, but it is literally uncommon because. Remember the video I posted with the guy in the guy driving down with the ladder that you shot?
Yeah, yesterday here in Arizona.
Oh my goodness!
There are a lot of. I think there are a lot of things to look at here, and one of the hard parts of situations like this is we want to look at it just on the surface. We don't try to actually understand, okay, this is where this person may have been coming from. This is where this person may have been coming from. We look at it at the surface. And people are very quick to just get mad at the restaurant. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your feelings. Not at all. I'm also not picking sides. What I'm saying is when you look at a situation like this, there are a lot of circumstances that should be analyzed, not just on the surface and not just like, oh yeah, this is it, this is that. It should be looked at on all angles because as a journalist, we look at stories on all sides. We look at, who has responded this way, who's responded that way. What do they have to say? It may not be the same thing. That's fine. That's the story then. But the story here is that one side made a decision that affected another group. And now their Yelp page was taken down too, right? So now
it was taken down because there were 700. I understand there were 700 comments that people were posting, and people were basically just going on there to rant,
right?
And
it was making them look bad.
And I mean, let's be realistic. This can happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to anybody. I don't own a restaurant, but if I make a mistake, I'll become part of cancel culture.
Or if you say maybe one thing that could be misunderstood, right?
Yeah.
You can be part of cancel culture. And it takes a lot more work to clean it up than it does to to actually My point is that all things should be considered.
Wait a minute, why are you so
all
serious
sides.
today?
I'm not
None
serious.
of you are like falling off the chair,
Well, I'm
laughing.
falling off the chair just on certain things.
Okay.
But this is a serious
No,
issue.
I get it.
This isn't funny. People's lives are impacted.
But keep this in mind, though, is that people say, well, why did the cop leave his gun in the car? That's just hypothetically. They didn't say that, but they said, well, why did the cop eating with his gun? Okay. Well, the gun isn't actually eating with him. It's on his waist. It's in his little thing. Okay, first of all. Second of all, San Francisco had a problem with car break-ins.
San Francisco does have a problem with car break-ins.
So if you leave, let's say you left your stuff in the car so you can appease the restaurant, and then your car gets broken into. You got a bigger problem. Now you got a gun on the street. You got a police car broken into. You know,
I would hope that someone wasn't gonna break into a police car. But I mean, if they're gonna break into regular cars, you never know, right?
Well, I mean, you know what?
We missed a lot.
Oh yeah, it's new messages.
I don't get any of the Facebook ones, so I can't read them off to you.
Stanley, what do you think of the baseball lockout? You know, they're overpaid as it is. That's my opinion. I mean, I wish I could make $1 million, $20 million to throw a baseball.
I'm not going to comment on the baseball lockout.
Because you love baseball. You're a Giants fan.
Okay, yes, there's no lie in that.
Wait, we missed something. If we missed your comment or your question, please repost it. Yes. Because I can't keep up. It's just scrolling.
And I only can see certain ones, so I can't actually help him to read them either. Like I'm not doing my job in reading them, but yeah. Okay, so we can continue to talk about this issue.
No, I think we should dig a hole on it and put it in there, cover it up, and then and see how
and you update it once we get more information.
We'll know more as we know more. I mean, Monday. First of all, everything happened on the weekend.
I just hope that you get unblocked because, in all honesty,
no, why? Okay,
unblocked because to answer Jason's question, we don't know why you were blocked. We just know
I know I was blocked.
Why?
Because I asked a question and they just immediately
they didn't want to
their reaction, knee-jerk reaction was, if I blocked you, then you go away. They didn't realize that they blocked me, which I've never been blocked on Instagram in my life since 2012 when I joined.
He's not a mean guy, guys.
I mean, all I wanted to know was, hey. All I wrote was, and I reposted it, and I'm very transparent. Everybody knows me. I'm very transparent, and I wrote, hey, tell me this isn't true. And they go, oh, Stanley, yeah, that's not true. It was just a misunderstanding. They could have said that. But instead, it was like, oh, at first I thought, oh my God, they deleted their whole account. But then it turns out
they just
blocked me.
Because I could still see their account.
Yeah, but you have these supersonic eyes. But you know what the funny thing about you blocking my account, or them blocking my account? Everybody that follows me, at least 20 of them, sent me everything that their account
that
wrote.
They're posted. Yeah.
I'm like,
so you could still see it.
So blocking an account to someone who's high profile doesn't really block them because there are always people who will send them the information. And I have, and I hate to use the word spies, but I have badly spies that are just out there watching and looking.
Badly spies?
Badly spies.
Nice.
People spying badly. I just made that up.
Also, Gabriel says he's going to block you just so you can get an alert. Actually, Gabriel, people welcome that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You know what I would do with Gabriel? I'd mute him. That's the worst you could do to somebody to mute him.
What you want to do is you want to block Gabriel.
No, on Twitter you mute somebody. They don't know that you muted. Muted. Yeah, they don't know you muted them.
You can't even say.
And then they're talking to themselves. It's like you getting mad at me, and I go into the room and close the door and turn the music on, and you're still yelling. I'm like. And then you go, you hear what I'm saying? And I go,
gosh. You can still block Instagram profiles that aren't private. Just sign out of Instagram or open a Chrome incognito window. That's a little too much.
Well, you know what? My sister, may she rest in peace.
I'm sorry, what was that sign?
That was my sign, okay? It was a sign of the microphone. Okay. she rests in peace, but she used to call me and just be ranting. And my sister, Trina, would rant literally for an hour. Uh-huh. And I legit would, I used to put the phone down and walk in and make.
And she would still,
she would still be talking. And I'd walk back over to the phone and go, and then put it back down and walk away. I never knew what she told me. She could have been telling me, hey, I got $1 million, you can have it. But she just would go on and on and on for like an hour.
I really hope that you never do that to me.
Well, if I did that to you, then you probably, if I'm doing it to you on the phone, there's a chance that we've already, we're not doing Millennial Boom anymore. I'm just saying.
The chances are I'll probably be like, hey, babe, are you listening? And then I would have realized it and hung up and called you back.
I took a drink. I took a very long drink.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
We moved on already. We already got past that point.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we're on new stuff now. You got to catch up.
Guys, I'm not even. I had mine.
We've been on like Philly cheese.
Am I tired?
I misread you misread my last comment. It was also my fault because I made a typo. Who's he talking to?
Gabriel. I think me did that. So this part here, you can still see blocked Instagram profiles that aren't private.
You know what though? Honestly, if you got to block me on a social media profile, okay. Oh, wow, you hurt my feelings. It's only social media. I'm not going to be like, oh my God.
Well, that's the funny thing. So just like, what was it, Friday? I think you told me it's just social media. It's just social media. But the thing is I think that social media has really like taken over a lot of people's lives to the point where if something happens on social media and it impacts them, they get very sensitive.
You want to upset me? You want to know what upsets me?
No.
You know what really?
Don't tell people that.
You know what really upsets me? I don't care. I'm going to tell them what upsets me.
Are you about to drink 7?
No, I'm going to tell them what's up. This is Zivia. Hey, Zivia, if you're there, or Zavina, whatever you pronounce your name.
Okay, you got to get it right if you want them to be a sponsor. It's Zevia.
So, you know what really bugs me?
What?
If I'm on the phone with you and I'm on a payphone and you hang up on me after I put my 50 cents in.
Okay, well, that was so 30 years ago. When's the last time you used a payphone and put 50 cents?
I saw one in the wild the other day.
We saw one too. We were together, but I'm saying, when's the last time you actually picked up a payphone to be like, hey?
I don't pick it up.
30 years ago.
They got Omicron on them now. Oh, we can't say that, huh?
We can't be joking about no Omicron.
Everybody have you seen all the profiles now? Everybody got their name Omicron in their name. Like I've seen Twitter profiles with their first name Joe, last name Omicron. And it's like, and then I saw a guy who on Facebook. He graduated from, he was a sorority group. It's a sorority or fraternity for men. Fraternity. And it was Omicron Delta Xi or something. That was the first name. I'm like,
Omicron is Greek.
I know it's Greek. 13th letter. 13th alphabet. 13th letter of the alphabet. Omicron.
I thought it was Omicron.
Omicron.
Is it Omicron or Omicron?
Omicron. Okay, where were we? I keep calling Omicron. So Gabriel writes, I keep calling Omicron.
Yes, payphones still exist.
Yeah, I saw one in the wild. It froze when it saw us. It just sat there. It didn't even move.
Oi, my Acon.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say. I didn't know if payphones even still existed. Yes. I think it's Ziva rhymes with Stivia. Zevia. Okay,
yeah.
So, okay, let's try it again.
Oh, did I say Zevia?
Zevia. It's a drink. Oh, wait, I can't even do it right. Hold on. I got to make sure the label's right. Is that it? No. Hold on. Got to get it right. Okay, here we go. Zevia. When you don't want a drink that has a whole bunch of sugar in it, I drink Zevia. So crisp and so clean. And no cap.
You really shouldn't be doing commercials. Wait, David G says, good evening, guys. Finally able to be online for one of these. Greetings from North Bay or Ontario, Canada, from an old fan who don't have FBIG at all.
Well, we left the fact you showed up and we're here. Reminder that if you're here and you haven't been here a while, please, I want to get my YouTube back up to 90,000. I want to get my Instagram. It's almost at 10,000. Let's get to 10,000.
And then while you're yelling that, I want to get my Instagram up to 1,000.
What's your Instagram?
Not that anybody cares about my Instagram, but I want to make you care if you can. Instagram is D_Faith. I know everyone is here. Everyone here is really here for you. So I understand why they would want to follow you. But in case you want to care about me, my Instagram profile is D_Faith.
Okay. So now that you overtook the whole show, and it's the Diane Faith show.
No, it's not.
It's Diane's Faith show.
Wait, I forgot. James Grammer wrote Omicron 4 News.
I saw that.
And we made that. Didn't we laugh about that like a week ago?
Yeah.
About a week
ago. I took a nap. I took a very long nap.
He is so obsessed with that song. So stay tuned because I think we're going to post
Oh my God.
on social
We're
media.
being followed by Shenanigans. I love that word. Her name is Shenanigans. I love it.
Nice.
That's my favorite word. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans. And also we can't go without mentioning, we're not leaving yet, we got to remember to mention Betty Veronica, because someone in another country wrote that, oh my God, they mention you in every show. So we're not going to mention Betty Veronica this time. We're not going to.
Babe.
What?
I hate to bring this to you.
What?
You just mentioned
No,
Betty
we
Veronica.
said we're not going to mention Betty Veronica.
But in not mentioning her, you mentioned her.
No, if I say I'm not going to mention someone and I say I'm not going to mention Betty Veronica, then I'm not mentioning Betty Veronica. So you can't put that in my mouth. Don't try to put words in my mouth.
I think Betty Veronica, we must have mentioned you at least 8 times now. Like
the commercial by Betty Veronica.
Oh yes, thanks guys for caring about me and for following. I appreciate it. Thanks David G and James Grammer. Woo woo. What? So it's funny. The other day he posted on, was it Facebook? You said he posted on Facebook, hey guys, I'm looking to get 10,000 followers on Instagram. Right now I'm at like, what is it, like 9,700
I had
or whatever?
50.
No. But you said
I had 50
you
then.
were at like at 9,700.
I had
right?
50.
No. What I'm saying is before you got the new
I'm messing
ones.
with you. No, I had 8,500.
Yeah, and then like the next day he wakes up and he's like, hey babe, I got what? How many more followers?
So right now I think I'm at 9.7, 9.6.
I'm like, so you basically just got what, like 1,000 new followers overnight?
No,
not 1,000.
You can't count, huh?
I can't. 10,000? No, wait.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I can't count. 1,000.
Ooh, he just got called out by James Grammer. James Grammer said, Stanley followed me back on IG and I see if Diane does as well. I
will, of course.
Does as well. Thank you.
The only problem with following Diane is when Stanley says to his followers, go follow her, is then you can't do it. Huh?
Well, anyway.
Why can't you follow me?
Because
I
flood your page when it happens. It's like, you know how you try to make a phone call, you get a busy signal?
I'm not understanding what that even means.
I don't know. I'm just trying to add.
Oh, wait, Gabriel says neither of them follow me back, probably because I don't post on it.
Well, okay.
Wait, Gabriel, but you're the one that doesn't even have a profile pic, right?
No, wait. It's not even that. If you don't post on Instagram, why? I follow you so I can see your content. I follow you on social media to see your content. If you don't post content, there is no reason for me to follow you because you have no content.
Wait, I'm laughing because of the way you're saying content.
I know, because I want him to understand that.
That he needs to post content.
Yeah, something.
He needs to post content.
Right.
A very long content.
Right. And you know, and it reminds me of a thing I saw on Instagram the other day. No, Twitter, where someone wrote, and this was funny, this is content I would follow. And people don't know how to spell. And they don't pay attention to their spelling, and they get lazy. So in this case, they wanted to say, I love how my man's cologne smells. But instead they wrote, I like how my man's colon smells. And so their whole tweet was, they love the way my man's colon smells in the morning. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh.
He told me that earlier in the car, and I couldn't stop laughing.
So
I don't know how a colon would smell.
Well, it's just like every year the Blue Angels come to San Francisco.
You mean the blue?
But every year it's gotten so bad, people post the Blue Angles. So every year there's a bunch of, so it's gotten so bad that Google just said screw it. So when you put in Blue Angles, the Blue Angels will appear.
Stop! This is why I told you not to have any Zevia.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
wait. Something new just
Okay.
came in. Laszlo Sharp just came across this. I watched that reverse for years. People behaving badly, love it. He reminds me of the lawyer that gives advice to clients how not to go to jail, stop breaking the law. Yes, that
Yes.
you know, you get it. Most people are like, "Oh, you snitch. You're a snitch. You're a very long snitch." So basically, the whole purpose of caught misbehaving, people behaving badly, was to keep you from getting a ticket. And by example, you learn not to get a ticket. Because if this person got a ticket, so if a cop writes one ticket, that one person is educated with that one ticket. Nobody else knows about it except for that one person.
But because you put a spotlight on it, then everyone can learn from that one person's mistake and not make the mistake, right?
Oh my God.
But instead, people get mad that you are putting this person on blast, and they think, what?
James Grammer said,
I read it earlier. I was like, I won't want to read this out loud because you're going to die.
I'm done.
Colon smells like victory.
Oh boy. I'm done. I can't go any further. I love the PBB segments. It's amazing. James Grammer, do you think Stanley forgotten your first? James Grammer think you Stanley forgot? Wait, you think Stanley's read it? Thank you.
Read it. At James Grammer, you think Stanley's forgotten you're having your first colonoscopy this month? Maybe with Dr. Dre.
And if you just
okay, so if you guys don't know, this is like a joke from, I don't know, was it like a month ago? Stanley accidentally misread Chris's comment. Shout out to Chris. I think I saw him earlier.
Chris in Hong Kong.
I think he's on here, but he's on Twitch and I'm on YouTube. So he said something about for his colonoscopy losing a watch, the doctor losing his watch, right?
Yeah.
Up in the
and I said Dr. Dre.
And he said Dr. Dre's Rolex.
Yeah.
And it was
a laughable moment.
Oh, it was October 10th. Okay, Gabriel, thanks for that. Because we knew he was going to throw out the date. So that was like almost 2 months ago.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, this is Millennial Boom. This is Diane Faith. You know me because you came here because of me, according to Diane.
Yes. Well, of course. This is your channel.
No.
Everybody loves you.
No. Stop it. That face, how could it not like that face? All the guys are here to see you.
That's not true.
And all the women are here to see you. The link tree on your Instagram, on your link tree is incorrect. Well, I have to check that because you talking. I'm going to see why. I'm going to fix that right now.
Your link tree is incorrect?
Somebody's, so I'm going to look right now. You just keep talking.
Ruh-roh. Okay.
And that's from Shenanigans. No, it's me. I'm going to go check. This is why everyone needs to follow Stanley and Diane.
Oh, she said Shenanigans. I don't know why I said she. I don't even Shenanigans. I'm not sure if you're a male or female. I'm sorry. I think I accidentally just called you.
No,
she.
it's Shenanigans. Is
it Shenanigans?
I don't know. I don't know. I pronounce it. It's actually Shenanigans, but
the Instagram on my link tree. Is it my link tree or yours? Because she says Diane has 600.
Hold on.
Maybe it's my link tree. Although I don't think I put my Instagram on my link tree.
No, it's probably me. Hold on. I'm known to make mistakes like that.
This is why everyone needs to follow Stanley and Diane. They're absolute best. Oh, thanks, James.
James, you know what? James is biased.
James is biased because he likes us?
No, he likes you. He likes to smell your colon in the morning. What?
Why?
I couldn't start that. I couldn't help that one.
Please, let's stop talking about smelling colon. That is so weird. But anyways, all right.
Oh, you're right. I did because it. Wait.
By the way, my next fails compilation will probably come around the new year. Okay, Gabriel, thank you. And please don't put this colon smelling in there because...
Oh, you know what? I see one of the problems.
Wait, what is it?
So,
which link is it?
No, it's the Caught Misbehaving link. It has Caught Misbehaving, and I've changed it to Mr. Badley TV. So I never changed that one.
So is it not an Instagram link at all?
No, it's there. It's just got to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Well, good looking out for letting us know.
Okay, I'm fixing it now. Hold on.
Oh, she is a female. Okay, got it.
Well, I never said she wasn't.
No, I wasn't sure. I said I just assumed, and I'm like, I don't actually want to, get it wrong. I want to make sure I'm addressing the person in the way they would like to be addressed.
You know, I just noticed my Instagram to my personal page is not on here.
As Diane slowly sets in the west. Thanks, Gordon. I know. I'm forever falling off my chair. I can't. Okay, fix it later.
All right.
We're still live. I'll remind you to fix it right after we sign off.
You're not the boss of me.
I'm always the boss of you.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, instead Stanley, Daniel on your...
Diane. It says Diane exclamation
No, because that's what like an L.
Gosh, you can't read.
Okay, let me explain to people. Let me explain to people. So we got two computers here, and we have the little tiny screen in a little corner that I have to read that's scrolling as I'm trying to read it. Am I right?
But I mean, I'm over here and I can see from here. That
Okay,
says,
but you're 15.
Stanley, I was 15.
Diane,
we'd have bigger
you're on
issues.
here instead of Twitch. We're on everything today, Arcade, because we had a special guest, and I wanted to make sure no one missed it.
Oh, Greg is saying hello from Catalina Foothills in Tucson.
Woohoo!
Hello!
Wait, they got foothills in Tucson? They got mountains in Tucson?
Greg, just ignore him.
Wait,
we haven't been to Tucson often enough for him to know.
No, I know that upside down handicap sign at the Walmart or the Target.
It was at the Target.
All right, upside down.
That can't be our memory of Tucson, though.
Well, the A10 Warthogs.
You know what? We need to go to Tucson and actually, I think, experience.
We had barbecue there at that old college place.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So, hey, Greg, can you give us a tour of Tucson? If Greg says yes, I can't believe they brought you here. They thought you were the restaurant owner. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Babe, you're reading though. Like, are you okay? I think enough of the Sevia, or whatever this is called. Enough. You can't read.
Can you go pour me some rum and eggnog? That'll do it.
No.
That'll make this fun.
Then he'll really won't be able to read.
Yes, we do. There's even a ski resort on Mount Lemon. That sounds kind of tangy. Mount
Lemon, really tangy.
Yeah,
sounds a little citrusy.
A little bitter. I'm sorry. So he wants to give us a tour of Tucson.
And Gabriel wants to give us a tour of Cleveland or Cincinnati.
I saw that on WKRP. I don't need to see it.
I think Stanley wants to pass on that one, Gabriel, but we greatly appreciate it.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Gordon Wong, large
font. Somebody wrote, I miss eggnog with rum.
How do we make your font large
you
on
can't.
here?
They don't give you that option. There's no option here.
Okay, well, we'll work on getting you better glasses. I love you. I love you.
It's because I'm black, huh?
I have no words for that.
Love those A10s. Love me some A10s. I can even show you the house that former mob boss Joe. Is that a dirt on my screen?
Bonanno Jr.?
No, it is. Bonanno Jr.
I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it.
I don't know who Bonanno Jr. is.
I don't know who that is either, but I kind of want to do some research.
When you come into the SF Bay again, actually, I'm coming very soon. Sooner than soon. I can't want to say when because there's some people that would like to meet me at the airport, which I don't want them to meet me at the airport. So, but this is say soon.
I missed that. What?
There's some people who would love to meet me at the airport.
Oh, okay.
You know, hey Stanley, mother snitch. What? Don't. Okay. Well.
No, don't.
All right, Stanley, you guys should try some lemon cello.
What's that?
I don't know. It sounds like something that we should try.
Let me Google it.
No, let's not. What if it's something? What if it's porn?
Why would James
suggesting? What if it's a porn position? And you're like Googling it, and all of a sudden, all this weird stuff comes up.
It's look at this is the drink. It's a drink.
Okay, it's a drink.
It's a drink. It's from Italy.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, we might give it a shot one day. So yes.
Control and let me see it. Control and press equal to zoom in. Oh, there you go, Beep. Oh, oops.
Now you went too far.
There you go. It's bigger.
Oh, look. Wow. I had to rub it.
Thanks, Really?
Well, it's on the screen.
Thanks, Gabriel. I made it bigger for him.
Oh, wow. I can see now. Diane has 600. You have 600 on
You're really behind. Click new.
No,
messages.
you have 600 on Instagram.
I read that about 5 minutes ago.
But that's more than you've ever had in your life. She wants 1,000.
He makes it sound like I'm super desperate. That's more than you've ever had in your life.
Okay, this is Diane.
No, let's not clown on me, please.
No, I'm not going to clown on you.
No, let's not. How's the weather in Arizona? Arcade Revolution says it is 63 degrees right now, so it's actually nice and cool. For me, that's a little bit on the freezing side because I haven't lived in San Francisco for like 10 years, and so now I think 63 is cold, unfortunately.
She thinks 73 is cold.
I think 70 is cold. Yesterday we went out, it was like 73 degrees, and I was shivering. That is really sad, right?
Shivering.
James says if y'all ever come to Houston, let's get some fajitas and margaritas. That sounds good. I forgot James was in Houston.
Are you in the 5th Ward?
Is that
No, that's the nice part of town. You should definitely go to the 5th Ward.
I don't think I've ever been to Houston before.
You know, they got the craziest things out there.
Let's see. Gabriel says it's only 5 degrees cooler in Cincinnati than Phoenix. Oh, that's cool. RK Revolution, if you were to clown on Diane, wouldn't she need her face painted like a clown first?
Wow.
Didn't you know? This is my clown face. James said had to rub it. Oh my gosh, that's such a delayed reaction. Oh, I forgot they're delayed.
8 seconds.
Yeah. Gosh, James, don't entertain him.
So
that's what he wants. Don't entertain
him.
No,
I'm just saying, if you wanted to make it big, you had to rub the screen.
No, the keyboard.
Right, and you see it worked. They got bigger. What? No, hey, we're all adults.
Wait, David, are you now in Ontario, Canada? Is that where it's a balmy 23 degrees there? Arcade. Oh, no comment to my clown face. Okay, that's all right.
So we're going to wrap this up a little bit, but I want to say something that's important. So there's an old saying: "There's no such thing as bad press." Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because even if it looks bad on the outside, the person that's getting the attention is getting attention.
I'll tell you what. You know who it reminds me of? What was that group that had the song "Say My Name"?
Say my name, say my name. That one, Destiny's Child.
Right. So "Say My Name, Say My Name."
When no one is around
but that was a totally different version.
Say, baby, I love you.
Who sings that?
Just me,
let
Diane, Faith.
So, somebody just made a good point that he wrote Fifth Ward, it's super sketchy. Someone just made a point, though, that their name is out there. Whether you want to or not, I mean, somebody's going to eat there.
Somebody's going to eat. Yeah, it's true. People are they're still going to get business. Whether or not this hurts them, who knows?
Yeah.
Only time will tell. But, hopefully them and the restaurant and San Francisco police will be on a good page.
Maybe one day we can all sing Kumbaya. But I think that the bigger issue for San Francisco should be the rampant theft that's been going on. This was kind of a distraction as far as I'm concerned. And now we need to move back to the real issues. And the real issues are making the streets of San Francisco safer for residents.
And you know what they need?
What? Me? You? Me? Me? Me?
Oh.
So.
You, yes.
Somebody goes, no bad press. James Cameron wrote, no bad press unless you're trapped in an actual printing press. Yeah, that would be kind of squishy. That would be squishy. Anyway, so if you don't know what Millennial Boom is, because despite everyone's saying your daughter looks wonderful, this is not my daughter.
I really thought that we were going to get through an episode without you mentioning that people think I'm your daughter.
No, I have to, because every time someone says that, and I think they've started becoming just to do it just because they know it gets to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is really. Is Stanley running against... I don't talk politics, Gabriel, so thank you for that question that won't be answered today.
Or ever.
Or ever. At least not on, people are like this. But are you her daddy? Ooh.
Oh, gosh, William.
We're with the bonus question.
I don't think my face can turn red, can it?
Woo. What's my name? What? Oh, by the way, I just fixed my link tree. So Mr. Badley, my Stanley Roberts
for your Instagram
TV account is there.
Thank Shenanigans.
Thank you, Shenanigans,
for hooking you up, for helping you out.
She's a new group. Politics are overrated. Just leave it there. Welcome Arcade Revolution. And let me make sure I got that right one more time. Hold on.
What are you looking at? Oh, make sure your LinkedIn is good.
Yeah. So anyway, we are good. Stanley Badley.
Stanley Badley. Yeah. Yes, Stanley, you are Badley.
I am Mr. Badley. Mr. Badley.
I think no more of this for you.
There's no caffeine.
There's no caffeine, but there's
nothing.
There's no sugar.
There's nothing.
There's legit nothing. What's the ingredients?
Nothing.
Carbonated water.
Nothing.
Citric acid.
Nothing.
Stevia, leaf extract, and natural flavors.
Yes, nothing. Thank you very much. You want to do the outs today?
I'm a boomer.
And I'm a, really? Oh, yeah. No, it sounds better when I do it first. I'm millennial.
Oh, I'm sorry. It sounds better when you say it first. And I'm a boomer. Well, colon.
Yeah.
I can't even say it right. Your colon smells so good.
Oh, I can smell your colostomy.
Ew, gross. Your colostomy bag.
All right, that was gross. I'm sorry. And no disrespect to people with actual colostomy bags. All right, we got to go because it's like.
And we're also getting. I think I'm getting a little delirious, so apologies.
Greg is a Generation X. Which year is that?
Generation X is right before Millennial.
Oh.
So it's Baby Boomer, Gen X, then Millennial, then Gen Z.
Well, I'm right on the cusp. I could be a Boomer X.
Yeah, you just a boomer.
Malcolm X?
No, you're just a boomer.
Right.
I mean a millennial.
I'm just naturally hyperactive, just like James wrote.
Yeah, that is true.
And when we come on the air, till we turn it off, I'm just going to fall on the floor and take a nap.
A very long nap. On that note.
Oh my God, that was good. We got to go, guys. We love you guys. We really appreciate everything.
We'll see you
Woo!
next week.
No, I will be out of town next week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. The following.
So get us some slack.
Wait.
We need a little bit of slack.
Really? Okay, so we probably won't see you guys next week.
We don't know yet. If I can get a signal where I'm going to be at.
Okay.
In my secret underground bunker.
Stay tuned. But then we'll also be posting some new stuff on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Hey, YouTube Shorts? What
about my shorts? Come on now, you're getting personal.
We're posting new stuff on YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
Okay, new stuff on YouTube Shorts and Instagram this week. All right.
Bye. Can I push the button?
Okay.
Can I push the button?
I said bye already, but you didn't say bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Millennial Boom with Diane Faith and Stanley Roberts. Millennial Boom and Reasons Why Aliens Will Never Invade Earth and Caught Misbehaving videos are made possible through viewer donations. Check out www.linktree.com/MrBadleyTV to see how you can help. See you next week.